Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing this holiday Christmas glam look. I wanted to do something that was fun, warm, sexy, a little neutral, a little sparkly, a little smoky, just a little bit of everything. And I really like this makeup look because if you want to, you can also change the lip and do a red lip, do a brown lip, or even a cool tone lip will look really pretty with this look. That's why I love it, because you can do anything you want for the lips and it's still gonna look really, really pretty. I just went with the nude gloss because I am actually trying, let me get it. I'm trying the new Amber Scholl and Shop Hush collection. I tried her lips and I tried her palette and her highlighting palette as well. So I really hope you guys love it. I'm not going to drag out the intro too long. If you want to see how to get this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay guys, so I am starting off with my eyelids and my eyebrows already done. They're ready to go. I primed my eyelids using a concealer and I did set that concealer into place using a translucent powder. I am going to start off by taking the Beauty Crop Sun Gazing palette and I'm going to take the shade Sol and I am going to apply that to my crease as my transition shade. I am going to also take this color right here, like in the outer corner, and I'm going to like wing it out just so that we can elongate our eye shape and make it a little bit more like an almond shape. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of a denser brush and I'm going to go into the shade All Natural from the Amber Scholl palette. I am going to put this a little bit tighter in my crease. I'm first just going to kind of place the shade. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of Sol and I am just going to lightly blend out those edges. We want everything to be really nice and diffused. I'm going to go in with the shade Ember from the Beauty Crop palette. It's a nice dark brown. It's a little bit darker than the All Natural from Amber's palette. And I'm going to place this in the same exact spot, but I'm going to keep it just a little bit lower and I'm going to really concentrate it in that crease to make it really nice and smoky. Taking a little bit more of Sol once again, and I'm just going to soften up those edges to make sure that nothing is harsh. I'm going to take a tiny bit of Splurge, which is the black shadow from the palette, and I'm going to add it just to like the outer crease and kind of bring it in just a little bit. But very little, you don't want to do too much of this step. And this is just going to help to darken up that look. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Filthy from the Amber palette and I'm going to put that in my brow bone as my brow bone highlight. I'm going in to the Beauty Crop palette and I'm going to take the shade The Heat and I am going to apply that all over my entire eyelid. I'm going to go into the Amber palette and I'm going to take the shade Luxury Tax just to kind of soften up that copper shade a little bit because I don't want it to be so coppery. I want it to be just a little bit more pink. So I am going to take that with a MAC 242 and I'm going to apply that right on top. I'm going to take a little bit more of Filthy and I am going to apply that on the center of the lid just to make it like really nice and pop. I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe and I am just going to wipe off all of the fallout. I am going to take a brown gel liner and I am going to line my top waterline. Any brown eyeliner will be just fine. You can even do an eyeshadow if you would like. I'm just going to do the brown because I have the brown, but if you have an eyeshadow, you can use that as well. I'm going to really quickly apply some falsies. These are the Dame Boss falsies in the style Dreamer. They're super wispy, super beautiful. I'm going to pop these on and then we'll be back to finish the rest of the face. I'm going to prime the skin using the Ivorian Pink Perfect Cream. I just got this. I'm so excited to try it, so let's see. This is supposed to have a dewy finish, but it's also supposed to blur all of your pores, and let's say it feels really nice on the skin and it does smell really nice as well. For foundation today, I am going in with the YSL All Hours foundation. I love this foundation. Every time I put it on, I remember why I love it so much. It gives me the right amount of coverage, but it also just leaves my skin looking so dewy and natural. I love it. It's so good. Now we're going to conceal, and as always, I'm going in with my Kylie concealer in Ivory. And I apply a little bit under the eyes. I'm gonna blend that out using my Real Techniques sponge. And I'm also gonna take a little bit down the bridge, forehead, Cupid's bow, chin, and sides. I'm going to set my under eyes using my Airspun powder. And then I'm going to set the rest of the skin using the Charlotte. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in number 2. And I'm going to be taking that with my beauty sponge as well. I'm going to get some, tap it off on the back of my hand, and apply all over the skin except the under eyes. Moving on to the under eyes, I am going to line my waterline using a nude pencil. Now I'm going to go into the shade Sol, and I'm going to put that in the lower lash line. I'm going to smoke it out. Now I'm going to take the dark brown shades Amber and the Natural, and I'm going to tightly apply that to the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the black, and I'm also going to apply that really close to the lower lash line. So now I'm just going to wipe off the baggage that we have under our eyes. For bronzer, I am going in with my Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Dust this around the perimeter of the face. Really browns our skin up. Now I am going to contour a bit with the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpt Medium Powder. I'm going to take a little bit of my face powder once again and chisel out my bronzer contour area. Now for highlights, I am going in with the Amber Scholl 24 Karat Gold Highlighting Palette. Oh, wrong one. For highlights, I am going in with the Amber Scholl Gold Dust Highlighting Palette. I am going to take the shade Like a Lady. This one right over here. I have so much texture right now. So much texture. I'm going to take a little bit of After Hours and pop that on the ball of the cheek. Just a little bit over here. I'm going to take Like a Lady once again. I'm going to pop some on the tip of the nose and down the center. For blush, I'm taking a little bit of the Lancome Multi-Purpose Powder in French Affair. I'm going to take very little of this, and I'm going to apply that to the apple of the cheek. Taking a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to buff this powder into my skin and up to soften everything up. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara to my lower lashes. Alright, so now we're on to lips. I'm going to line my lips using the NYX Pencil in Nutmeg. I'm going to go in with the Beauty Crop Girl Power Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cake Pop. And I'm applying that in the center. And then I'm going in with the Amber Scholl lip gloss in the shade Sugar. Finish everything off by applying a little bit of the Morphe Setting Mist. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I went ahead and I threw my hair in a side ponytail because Beyonce rocks a side ponytail, so I could rock a side ponytail. I don't really know how it looks on me. I feel like a little kid. I mean, I'm definitely not Beyonce, clearly. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, as always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to share the video. So I love you. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you again very, very soon with a brand new video. Mwah!
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving.